welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Tackle made at the... Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The Colts leading tackler in 2019, Anthony Walker, gets another one there.
3-yard pickup. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Gain of 4. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Rivers going to bring the Colts up 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
At the 30-yard line.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
33-yard line.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Now 2nd and 11 from the 32. They'll try to throw here. Rivers. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And they're going to have this this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
First and 10, Taylor now. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 23.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. And a Colts first down.
Block 15!
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
On second down, it's Taylor. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Again, the ball carrier, Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He's got Burton here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Jonathan Taylor.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Play action now. Rivers. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Field goal of 24 yards now.
Rosa's kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick. But that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2? Win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Big touch, 230. Big block. Big stop, let's go. Check 3.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers, he's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 19 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On the tackle, it was Dane Cruikshank.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. To throw is Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of...
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henry on first down, not finding much running room as he pushes forward for a yard or 2 at most.
The tackle made by Bobby.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Forced out to his left. This one caught by Davis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it. Driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
It's going to be a long day.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
46-yard.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Rivers. This one into the hands of Burton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught left side by Hilton.
Rivers pass.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
5-yard gain.
Rivers to Hilton there. First down, Indy.
Colts.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. Again, it's Rivers. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. First down, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this from 34. And he pushed it from short distance, wide right. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Rodgers on the return. The Colts take over first and 10. At their own.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
At the 23, it's second and 12. Now Rivers. Looking outside, and he's got a man. It's Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Marlon Mack.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He was brought down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night?
A gain of 2 yards.
It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Campbell making the catch. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing, Rivers. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Jonathan Taylor.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Rashaan Evans.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down. Rivers. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
And a Colts first down.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Again, it's Taylor. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5.
Again, the ball carrier.
Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
First and
I
goal.
hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up first downs.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
The tackle made by Jayon.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. Rivers. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
Paris Campbell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
It's now 3rd down.
Back now in Nashville. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. And it's a 1st down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
And I think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles? And he will score! Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Titans 17. Colts 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we burn.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. In just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion
A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
The first down screen pass, good for 5. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown of the two-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
44-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there.
And now it's second down.
Second down 10.
Taylor. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Jonathan Taylor.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
The Colts on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The Colts ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Rivers on the money, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
On the ground with a tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2. Brings up 2nd.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. On the sneak, Rivers. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal.
They'll run for it. It's Taylor.
And he takes it in for a Colts score.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Back to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Getting in there to break that one up, Rock Ya-Sin. Now Tannehill. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And they're going to get the timeout called. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. So now it's going to come down to the Pro Bowler, Gostkowski. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And that hits the right upright, but goes in anyway. Oh, friendly bounce there that could have gone either way easily, but he gets it to go. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Tennessee, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they suffer their 4th loss so far. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.